When Hasbro released the 7-foot-long USS Flagg in 1985, they established themselves as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the action figure playset world. They followed it up in 1986 with the Cobra Terror Drome. No one else could compete at that level. Hasbro was in a race with itself. How could they top two of the biggest, most complex playsets they had ever produced? They made the heaviest. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is 1987's GI Joe Defiant. Flagg in 85, Drome in 86, the Defiant was released in 1987 to take the Joes into outer space. But it's not just a space shuttle, it's a space shuttle attached to a booster that transforms into an orbital docking station and the entire ground-based mobile launch complex. This is next level stuff. In fact, it's a level above next level, and it's packed with 2 additional levels beyond that. The Defiant is so big...
How big is it?
It takes 2 adults to safely move it across a room. If we convert that to 10-year-old kids, you're talking about a team of 4 or 5 movers being enlisted to relocate the thing. And who had that many friends when they were 10? No one, right? I mean, that's the average socially well-adapted experience, right? Yeah, it has wheels, but it's so heavy it can't even support its own weight without snapping the axles. Some collectors go through the trouble of building a base for it so that it doesn't actually have to sit on its own wheels. It's so heavy,
how heavy is it?
That I couldn't even weigh it to tell you how heavy it is because I don't have a scale large enough, and I can't lift it. Even when closed down to its most compact form, it's 32 inches long, 18 inches tall, and 20 inches wide. That's how big my dishwasher is. The Defiant features hinged gantry doors that reveal all kinds of play vignettes on the inside, including elevators and observation platforms. It's covered in guns and has a crank-powered mechanism to raise it into launch position. Nothing more exciting than an observation platform, right? There are cockpits and windshields. There's an entire launch coordination center built into the base for a team of completely unqualified Joes to randomly press buttons as they attempt to launch trained astronauts into space with heavy caliber guns firing in the very next room. The booster is an entire playset itself. It's a simple box of a ship, but a multi-paned cockpit windshield, hidden laser missile launchers, and those heavy engines in the back more than make up for its lack of sci-fi lines. And besides, it opens up into a space docking station complete with airlocks, sleeping compartments, a transporter module, and a locker for the Joes to keep their personal stuff in. Mundane things that make the magic happen. Literally on top of that is the actual shuttle, which was so significant a piece that it was repainted and reissued by itself in 1989 and was still a bigger, better vehicle/playset than what most other toy lines had to offer. It had fashion-forward 45-degree rear stabilizers, opening cargo bay doors, retractable landing gear for its return trip to Earth, more hidden laser guns, and a hatch for Lando to bring Luke inside when he's hanging off the bottom of Cloud City. The Defiant launch complex came with 2 figures. Hardtop was the launch crawler driver, and Payload was the space pilot and astronaut. 2 Joes... is not enough to crew this whole thing, so it must have been pretty disappointing if this was the first GI Joe thing you got in your collection. That said, with a little imagination, it's not much of a stretch to think that there was some computer assistance going on with this space boat even back in 1987, but I am shocked that it didn't come with a wisecracking helper droid. Original retail price was $100 in 1987, which is about $214 today. That's nothing compared to the...
Because he's a freaking nerd. I think I've heard chicks worse than working with
the new Lego Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, which is $800. That said, if you want a complete 1987 Defiant in good condition, cross your fingers and hope you can get one for $800. It's always broken, it's always discolored, and it's always missing the umbilical cord that attaches to Payload's MMU, simulating the zero-gravity environment of cold, deep space. It's not the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, but it's got it where it counts when it comes to overwhelming size, weight, and play and display factors. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe, share this video, and let us know in the comments down below what the largest playset you ever owned is. For me, it was either the GI Joe headquarters or Castle Grayskull, but when I grew up, got a job, I bought a Flagg and a Defiant, so this is the Flagg and the Defiant.
Living the dream.
That's right.
Yeah.